we are in.
Little guy being called out by their fan club here in the stream. Oh, it's exciting.
Okay,
We've got a
so
Camille band coming out first. The respect across for V in the top side.
yeah, and Vayne instantly. So they don't want to see Agato on the Vayne. The Azir hover and locked in. So both Camille and Azir, these are the game 2 picks that when SGI had their backs against the wall against League of Liquor, they ended up picking. Diana is the ban here as well. So
We saw Diana come out in the second match for against Hospitalized, looking to prevent that combo. So a little bit of a repeat here. I think in the Hospitalized, probably going to go for another one of SGI's cores. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Zac ban come out, but I think this may core. There it is.
yep, nice. And I think that like a lot of these bans that we're seeing, we could see repeated throughout the whole year. One thing I do want to mention
Mhm.
here while we're in draft and kind of waiting for some of these picks to come through, as the Thresh is banned actually. Um, that's too bad. I love seeing that champ. But I want to mention Red Side won 5 out of 6 games in week 1. That's an incredibly high win rate. And so we'll have to see, like, if they go 1-1, but both games are won by Red Side again, it could really lean into that. And then we'll have to look forward to like playoff position and side selection. But that's all way down the line as the stats continue to roll in as we get games played. Hospitalized here. First pick Kaisa.
Yep, Kaisa coming through for Agatio. He had the carry performance, absolutely wiped the last team fight of their second match. Although as you mentioned, it was a bit of a stomp on that side. We have the immediate answer for the bot side for SGI, looking at Rel Varus for Joe and Maya.
Yeah, I like the poke of Varus. I think that Varus should be able to beat Kaisa in the early lane phase. We'll see what they secure. If they land like a hook champion, Thresh is banned out. That would have been a good pick. Maybe Nautilus could be an angle, but you could also
Ooh,
go for
made me
just a
excited. Could be a
scaling.
Blitzcrank.
Yeah, Blitzcrank could be an angle, and Poppy is the hover.
So this
And
is a flex pick.
well, Poppy is definitely what this jungler likes to play. It could go top, but I would expect this to be a jungle Poppy just based on the scouting that I did when I played into Hospitalized. And Taric,
Okay.
so Poppy, Taric, those were the bans that we banned out. They, SGI elected to go for Diana, Vayne, Thresh this time. And so the Poppy and the Taric are picked up by Hospitalized. We'll see if they're able to punish based on that. It makes me feel good about my scouting. They respect they respect the bands that I had. And Viego is the pickup here. So that's actually pretty interesting because turning into a Poppy in the middle of a team fight is not terrible.
Yeah, we can. I'm definitely expecting this Viego to come out for the jungle, so this will be piloted by Blue Wolf.
Actually, I bans Olaf,
Uh,
so this is, I guess they're expecting this to be a Poppy top and kind of a bait and switch.
yeah,
Gangplank is the
TJ not really
hover.
known for playing Poppy top, but perhaps they picked it up recently.
I'd be
I'm also expecting this Poppy to
a
show up in the
little
jungle.
surprised if this Gangplank goes through because I think Gwen or many of Lucky's mid lane picks make more sense here.
Gangplank does lock in, so we will be seeing a Gangplank ban. Um, Minor note to anybody watching the LCC that remembers season one: we have made changes to the draft rules. Your picks and bans within the pro draft client are binding, so you need to make sure that you lock in the bans and picks that you want as you want them. As Oriana comes through for SGI, their final ban coming
I think that makes a
across.
lot of sense. Yoni looked really good in week 1, and then Hui is the
Hmm.
hover here.
They
You
had a
know,
fantastic flank on Oriana.
I really like this whole phase. I'm a little confused by the Thresh ban, and I'm a little confused by the Gangplank ban, but so far the actual picks that have come through make a lot of sense, and I can't wait to see Blue Wolf on Viego, assuming that this is jungle Viego and not lane Viego.
Yeah, for the teams, they want to see the other team be as weak as possible. For the viewers, for us, the spectators and the fans, we want to see both teams on their power picks duking it out.
Aatrox locked in blind here, so we'll see what the answer is. That now would kind of make sense why to ban Olaf. Olaf has 53% win rate. Um,
Yeah, Olaf kind of making themselves known as a potent little counter pick in the top lane against a lot of the strong picks from last season. Malphite coming out for TJ, hoping for a repeat of game 2 from last week.
So Malphite is the pick in Aatrox. I think Aatrox should have his way with the lane here into Malphite. They're really tanky. I don't know if I like this damage profile. A hyper scaling AD and a very high DPS mid could be enough, but this brand is going to be extraordinarily immobile with the Varus and Rel crowd control, and Brand and Kaisa have a lot of work to do here in the team fight. Um, I guess we could see Malphite. Do you think that we'll see the like AP heavy start? And Asol is locked in, dude. What a
We have an
pick.
Asol to answer the brand. Brand mid, a pick after my own
Yeah.
heart for Yoni, but Aurelion Soul locked in for Lucky. I hope their setup's doing all right over it. On to the Rift. Ian, welcome to week 2. Team Hospitalized versus SGI is live now. Get in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win. Man, do you think we're going to see some invades here? We have decent early game power. We have a disconnect from Joe, so we may see a pause to start off this game. Nothing coming through yet.
Looks like he's back. Yeah, looks like he's back.
Definitely.
So hospitalized here. Oh, there's another DC. Yep, there's the pause. Okay.
Ooh, tense pause. No, they're out of the bush. The pause goes to resume.
And I'm personally
All my
paused.
spectators
It looks
frozen.
like they see Maya. Yeah, I'm frozen with you as well at 42 seconds. But it looks like they see Maya.
Yep, SGI should be able to walk safely out of here. It'll be curious to see if Hospitalized decides to remain and steal this camp off the back of Joe disconnecting. That would be quite unfortunate, but no pause came through at the start of the game, so that will be on SGI. As TJ will run forward, they will scare Maya off and remain in this bush for the moment. We'll
It
see
looks
if they
like
decide
they
to come
yeah,
through.
they're resigned. I mean their place is given away. The rest of SGI is still hanging out here in the bottom side tri-brush, which is kind of interesting. But
All right, nothing will come of
looks like
this.
we finally have solid connection here, so hopefully we'll be okay with that. Lucky. I for some reason I thought that it was Yoni who was on Asol, but it's Lucky. So I've got to get my head wrapped around this. And they both get wards here. They spot each other out.
Yeah, board's going down on the blue side of Hospitalized. Hospitalized is our blue side team this game, and SGI taking the red side for themselves. And we mentioned the lethality Varus build, but he is taking lethal tempo, so I think we can expect that to be on hit. Yoni taking a bit of a greedy start into Asol, trying to match the scaling, has a Sapphire Crystal and refillable pot with Ghost. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I imagine they're looking to build an early Lost Chapter, perhaps a Malignance build for the brand mid.
Yeah. Yep. And bot side already hospitalized with the early push. Maya and Joe getting pushed in here. So Abraxo and Agateo will get the early level 2. We'll see if they're able to do anything off of this. It looks like Abraxo is positioning, and Joe could be in trouble as the stun comes through.
Nice stun.
Good bit of damage, but Maya with a nice little disengage. The exhaust going down and the flash out, and Agateo almost able to pick up the first blood. So already hospitalized, punishing SGS bot side.
I really like to see that aggression coming out, taking advantage of that level 2 power spike, forcing out the flash from Joe, deciding not to overcommit onto it this time, like we saw them run under the tower last week to your Thresh, right?
Absolutely. But it is a tale of two lanes as Hospitalized is pushing in hard here in the bot side, but SGI is counter pushing here top side with V already a full wave CS up. One thing is the Whittle guy is looking here, and while Blue Wolf is on his top red, Whittle is going to dive. They get the first blood stun onto Joe and then flash out, and Maya's going to be left alone under tower. Nothing to do. But soak up XP. So a nice gank there, and they pick up the kill. It unfortunately goes onto one of the tanks instead of Agateo, but they'll still be happy to deny a little bit of XP.
Yeah, great first blood and a dive to take it. Maya's doing a little bit of re-engage, just trying to get the CS. I don't think anything's going to come of it. Well played from Hospitalized to pick up the first blood on the bot side of the map. 400 gold up now off the back of that.
Meanwhile, we do see Blue Wolf
Wolf's
invading here.
through.
Crimson Yoni is going to find it, and Whittle Guy is here, so we could see a big fight break out. The smite goes down. Crimson is in a lot of trouble, but V is getting blown up from Whittle. It looks like Yoni is going to be able to get out, and the rest of SGI will disengage after that. So narrowly avoiding further bloodshed here on the Rift as Blue Wolf gets away with a successful invade.
Yeah, a bit of a missed opportunity from Yoni. I would have liked to see them flash over the wall towards their team to continue that fight. I think they could have taken that 3v1, but definitely don't want to give the reset over to Blue Wolf on the Viego. And both teams will walk away, no kills, and Whittle Guy will smite away his blue from the steal of Blue Wolf.
The attention returns topside now as Whittle begins his work down, and Blue Wolf has yet to buy, actually, so this could just be Krugs into reset. Lucky with a push here in the mid lane, but looks like they're both pretty satisfied. We'll see what the junglers do here. It looks like Blue Wolf might look for an engage, and he is going to go TJ on the way out. Will it be enough? The stun comes through, a little trade of damage on the Malphite passive, but it's just an HP check as V is not going to
Major impact would be if V can freeze this wave off his tower. He doesn't appear to be tanking it. So it's just going to be a slow push back out from him. Let's take, can you, as we start this dragon, take a zoom in on the CS for these lanes. We've got a bit of discrepancies developing already 5 minutes in.
Yes, like I said, it's huge top for SGI, and it's pretty big bot for Hospitalized. Also Lucky with a big 13 at this point, just 5 minutes in, 13 CS lead. So it's pretty big gaps here, and First Dragon is going to go over to Whittle and Hospitalized. And Hospitalized with a 400 gold lead.
Yeah, if we see the impact of the last patch, Void Grub spawning 1 minute later, Blue Wolf respawns in front of them. Last patch, he would have been able to take those for himself as an answer. So thanks, Riot Balance team, making this work for Hospitalized this game.
And there is a push. Actually, if we take a look at bot, their lane was screwed. Agateo now choosing to shove it in, but it was a solid freeze they had set up. So even further punishing the CS discrepancy, 49 to 18 at this moment in the bot side of the map. That's got to be
pretty comfortable.
One of the
700
largest,
gold lead in the bot side.
Yeah. That's got to be one of the largest we've seen this early on, right?
Yeah, picking up a Noon Quiver shot, Noon Quiver for themselves, going to have even more control over where the wave goes. It's definitely got to be one of the biggest advantages we've seen thus far, and not off the back of a level 1 jungle invade.
Yep, and Whittle is still hovering down here. He's actually not doing anything at this point in the game, and he is going to get a recall in, but you could tell he was hunting. He was looking for a play.
Yeah, I may have been expecting Blue Wolf to try to wrap around onto Yoni as they push in the wave. Yoni picking up a Ruby Crystal, maybe going for a Rod of Ages for a bit of late game scaling. I'm not sure Ruby Crystal builds into Malignance. I'm trying to recall. I don't think it does. Blue Wolf moving up to these Void Grubs appears to be able to take them
I think this is a good
uncontested.
trade, and we see Whittle knows that this is happening, so he is stealing the blue buff, the 7-minute blue buff. This is classic Season 3 TSM strategy right here. And honestly, they could look to set up another dive while this is happening.
Little guy just spotted by the ward as it dies. Joe replaces it. Double the CS for bot lane right now off of the back of the dive and then the freeze.
And a plate.
Yeah, massive gold advantage in the bot side of the map. So stacking dragons is a definite win con for Hospitalized. V moving into the top jungle to place another deep ward for themselves, keeping this top kingdom alive. Gonna be looking to set up the second spawn of Void Grubs as well in the next 5 minutes. I think that's why Whittle Guys just plan to seed the Void Grubs this time around and not fight for them, and hoping that they can scale up into the next one. Lucky getting a lot of pressure in the mid lane now from Yoni. Well done there.
Yeah, Yoni is going to push Lucky out, and Lucky does not have teleport, so he might feel baited into sticking around here, but this is absolutely a kill angle. Poppy is going to back, though, and Lucky, you can see, I mean, he's thinking about it. He's hiding out of vision for the moment. Teleport is going to be used topside, and so there will be a time when V's teleport comes up that SGI will have the TP advantage. So pay attention to that in a couple... and probably in like a minute, right? I don't know, it's hard to know cooldown timers, but both junglers actually looking like they might meet each other here. Yep.
Yeah, Prio goes to Yoni right now, and V is currently walking back out to the top side. Whittle Guy and Blue Wolf facing off. Whittle Guy will pick up 6 off of the Scuttle Smite, and
He's going to take the fight.
wanting
Blue
to
Wolf
take this
into Whittle
duel.
Guy. It's actually fairly even at the moment, but Crimson Yoni has the early roam, and Whittle Guy used the ultimate. He's there, and so all of that brain
Great
damage does
stun!
come down. And it's a really nice play here from Hospitalized to catch out the overextended Blue Wolf. And maybe he wins the 1v1, but Whittle, now with 2 kills, glad to have his mid laner.
Yep, I was concerned Yoni might be rotating on the slow side, but makes it just in time, finds a great stun to finish off Blue Wolf, and makes sure that no resets come
Maya
through,
potentially in trouble.
and burns out the
So,
Lucky ult.
yeah, this Agateo and Abraxo bot lane is definitely earning their worth today. Shoving in hard, 35, 37 CS up at the moment, and continuing to dominate. Again, checking in with a gold lead, 800 gold up just in CS. Definitely impressive.
Yep, right now I think Hospitalized is
Abraxo
driving
lands
the early
another one.
game as
Maya
they re-engage.
engages, but it's on to Abraxo. Agateo dodging a lot of the damage. Maya goes low, and the ultimate is going to come out. Agateo is very low here as Blue Wolf goes to dive in, but he's extraordinarily weak. And Agateo and Abraxo turn it. Blue Wolf goes down. Maya's there. Agateo hitting one at a time. Abraxo potentially trying to turn it. Joe flashes out of the Taric stun, and Abraxo versus Joe in the 1v1. Who wins it? Go to the team
take
fight.
those autos.
He's taking turret shots under tower. The poke goes through. The stun. Oh, they trade under tower. And it ends up being a 3 for 2. 3 kills going over to Hospitalized, and 5-2 is the kill score. Just a 1k gold lead for Hospitalized.
Oh, an incredible play out of Hospitalized bot side, winning that trade 2 for 3. Gatio missing one more auto attack to finish off the double kill. But Abraxo, not a slouch to let that get away from him, will dive the tower to take the final kill. Gatio getting back out on the map to reinforce Whittle Guy. They're wanting to stack these dragons on the back of their advantage build from the bot side. Man, what an exciting fight. Ian, this is a great game to start off week 2.
Yeah, I was worried about getting into a mid game, and I think that we're gonna be able to get into the mid game. I mean, it sucks that they lost that fight 3 versus 2, but Joe picking up 2 kills is actually huge for starting to even out the lead. And even though he was down 700 before, he's actually caught up in gold.
Another fight bot side.
Yeah, they're looking to get aggressive. They know that they have the gold lead and they have the confidence edge as well. So we'll see what continues to happen. Whittle Guy setting up camp down here, returns bot side again, and so yeah, this time on a ward.
They're gonna be clearing out the vision, and we can expect Hospitalized to win any fight that they can take down here.
The pushback, and Maya's in trouble. She flashes out, but it's gonna be too late. Agateo picks up a kill, and a nice play.
Yep, Kraken Slayer is completed for Gatio in the bot side, as Void Grubs are traded for this play on the top side. 6 Void Grubs are going to go over to SGI, and their win condition is going to remain V in the top side on this Aatrox. 30 CS, about to crest 100, first one in the game as they clear out this top
40 CS
wave.
lead topside, so this is pretty big. But if we look bot, Lucky has made a teleport play in. Agateo and Abraxo are punishing him heavily for it. He has to flash out, and Agateo will pick up the kill. And now Joe stunned under tower as Abraxo dives. It's a double kill and the heal, but the turret is charged up, and he turns it. Still, though, with the teleport play, it's 2 for 1, and Hospitalized is taking advantage of these bot lane plays. Agateo already 4 kills. Blue Wolf potentially
I like
caught
the
here.
attempt from Lucky to
Whittle and Yoni working together as the stun comes through, and it's a kill. It's a third
It's a
death
solo
for,
bolo in the
for
jungle. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's a solo bolo in the jungle for Whittle Guy versus Blue Wolf. Blue Wolf again unable to coordinate with his team thus far. They have managed to find some fights in the top jungle. This one does not work out for him. V engaging on the top side, but it's into a Malphite. TJ making a repeat play of his Malignance build from last week, focusing on the ultimates. Hospitalized comfortably in the driver's seat of this game. V may be able to scale out into the mid game as he completes his first item, I imagine, on this recall.
Yeah, I think.
And
one thing that's important is Lucky he did die there, but he's 20 CS up, which is like essentially a kill, and this Aurelion
Mhm.
Soul absolutely is stacking level 10. So the level 11 ulti should come in soon, and we could start to see the team fights. Hospitalized 2k gold up, but they're not. SGI's not out of this game.
No, they're not out of this game by any means. Lucky needs to pick up that blue buff that's just dropped. But
TJ and
Hospitalized turning
Whittle.
on the pressure. They have complete control of the bot side, and TJ and Whittle guy are stealing the red buff off, and Yoni pushing in mid to keep priority.
Yep, they're really starting to put the pedal to the metal. Blue Wolf is here bot side as
See,
Maya
thank
looks for
you.
the engage onto Agateo. The Taric ulti comes out and stuns miss. Blue Wolf is getting shredded again. He has to
Full force from
flash
V.
out. Maya's in a lot of trouble. V shows up though just in time. And Agateo could be in a lot of trouble. Joe is here for the additional damage. One more Q is going to land, and the kill goes over. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Teleport comes through. TJ's here now. And will the Malphite ulti come through? It doesn't. They decide to call the play off. And
Take the ult right there. That's 4. Oh.
yeah, V with a really nice early teleport, able to find a lot of damage and set up the kill for his carry. Joe and Abraxo both have 4 kills. They've done it very differently, but they both do have 4 kills. And there's still 4 bot side here. V is just out of turret range, trying to make it work. Abraxo is low. He's going to be taking a lot of turret damage, and Joe is going to trade out under time. It's actually an execute. They managed
Massive
to
and
juggle
execute
the
on
aggro
Joe.
perfectly. 2 more drop. Great
Yeah,
play.
700 gold shutdown going over to Joe in that fight when he took out Agatio on
Meanwhile,
Kaisa, but
hospitalized.
the tower will go down mid.
Yeah, they get use of the Herald. I didn't even see them take Herald, so they took Herald and used it while that entire play was happening. A crazy
Yeah, Whittle was
extended
on
bot lane
Herald the whole
play.
time.
Bot lane experience. 5-man bot. Holy, yeah, I'd say about that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Agatio with complete control over the bot side, but Joe managing to trade back enough, finding themselves 5 and 4, and only 400 gold down at the end of these plays. Gold will be invested into Whittle and Yoni off the back of that Herald take, and then dropping the mid tower. Mid tower is very important to take in the early mid game. It really opens up the map for you to press deeper into the enemy team's jungle. And I expect we'll see some lane swaps come out now that the bottom tower is down. Joe's going to be rotating to mid, unlocking Maya to roam around. And I'm curious to see where Agatio and Abraxo are going to bring their power now.
Yeah, Blue Wolf
Dragon is up.
Blue Wolf looking a little uncomfortable on this Viego. Whittle definitely has his number, but the rest of SGI are definitely able to brawl it out with Hospitalize. And everything that Hospitalize can do, SGI can also answer. So the championship roster here being put to the test by one of our newest teams as we set up for the 3rd dragon. They don't want to let them get this 3rd dragon and roll on. So the dragon stacking has to come to an end. V is here. TJ is not here, so it's a 5v4 for the moment. The ultis land, and V is burnt down. Maya in a ton of trouble. So much CC going through. Agateo ults to the backline. It's a double kill already, but Joe has to flash out. Lucky is in a ton of trouble. The triple is picked up here by Agateo. TJ picks up Joe on the backside of the fight and then comes in for the double kill. It's a 5-for-2 ace over to Hospitalize.
Secure the dragon.
Yeah, they dominate.
That Taric ult, I think Abraxo is going to be their play of the game moment right there, absorbing the entirety of Asol's combo and making sure that their team is not giving
Let's take
Diego
a replay
resets.
of that fight.
Oh, massive.
So watch the Taric ulti as V decides now is the time to go in, but perfect timing as all of the damage goes right onto 3 Taric players. Abraxo burns, but Agateo and Crimson, Yoni, both just outlasting all of that burst. And Blue Wolf finally picks one up at the end. But yeah, absolutely. So let's speed up to live.
I'm not sure my heart can take all this excitement, Ian. I am living on this Mountain Dew right now, and I'm ready to go.
I mean, Hospitalized managed that fight really well. I think that was the one that
it was excellent timing.
That fight was on a knife's edge. It's still only a 2.5k gold lead, so it's still anybody's game. But that was the fight on a knife's edge that could have gone either way. And Abraxo and Whittle finding Lucky. The exhaust goes down, and Yoni is going to show up. Agateo is here as well. So some damage coming down, and they're going to give up and settle for the kill onto Maya. Lucky does survive. So a pick here, Lucky getting away, Maya sacrificing their life for the Aurelion Soul. But yeah, that was the big level 11 team fight I was looking for.
And I think that level 11 team fight is crucial that it happened at Dragon. Whittle guy could be getting engaged on, getting caught out at the enemy Gromp.
Yeah, Joe is
The
here,
Ace
and
Hole, another
a lot
Tarkle
of
comes
damage
out.
is going to go down, but the Tarkle is just a second too late, and Lucky and Blue Wolf looking on the hunt here. The flash forward, and Abraxo and Agateo could be stuck out. A
Huge
beautiful
stun.
turn stun. Blue Wolf is in a ton of trouble here, actually, as just Agateo had no respect. Abraxo with the flash forward, but the stun misses. Now the Varus ulti lands on Agateo, but Agateo has an ult of his own, and this is just a continued team fight. They will not let go of it. Yoni is happy to just take the mid tier 2 here, as the rest of the players in the server just battle it out bot side.
Yeah, there was a teleport there for a moment from the top side on V, but TJ using their ultimate to knock them out of that. V will ult in return and chase them back down the lane. SGI managing to win the back end of that team fight. Didn't really need the teleport to go over, but nice to notice. That's exciting. Definitely, there are still ways back into this game for SGI. They have an Aurelion Soul, they have a Viego. There is that playmaking capability. Let's check in on the gold advantages in each lane. We have a 600 gold lead right now for Lucky in the mid lane. We have a 600 gold lead in the top lane. These are largely off the back of their CS advantages. Bot side, we see, what is this, roughly 800 gold advantage for Agateo. Again, off the back of the CS
jungle
advantage.
is huge. Look at the jungle
making
lead.
the difference. Yeah, the jungle lead,
The jungle
massive,
lead is huge.
gold
Whittle is
available
putting on a
from
clinic.
Wolf. And Whittle sitting at almost 7,800 gold for himself.
We got a big team fight priming as Abraxo and Whittle guy are going to look to engage here. Look, Joe is in a lot of trouble as he's pinned into the wall, and all the oh my gosh, the falling skies come through. It's 2 down already. Crimson Yoni is the only carry left alive. Agateo is not here for this team fight. He's pushing bot, and so SGI are going to win it 2-4. Agateo, the only remaining member of Hospitalized who doesn't drop in, is because he's not in the fight, and SGI will turn to the Baron, so they're going to take Baron off
Another
of
well-timed Tarek ulti, but there's fighting is 3v5. TJ late to the fight, and as you mentioned, Agateo is in the bot lane free shoving. He's going to collect a ton of gold for himself, but they're giving up this Baron off the back of it, although they may not be able to take it.
Yeah, Lucky is really low.
Baron.
I'm not sure that it takes them so long to take this. They need some more damage, but Lucky had to pull off.
Flies back into the Baron to tank it himself. V very low.
Oh, and it goes down.
Will be executed. Lucky needs to finish this Baron.
Oh, and they
will drop the Baron. Reset. SGI is dropping the ball here.
Jason.
Lucky flies over the wall. It's not LCC if we don't have a few hiccups here and there, right?
What just happened?
I don't think those executes are announced to the enemy team. HPZ got to be left wondering what just happened as they engage onto the Baron with 5 here.
What just happened?
All ultis are available in this game.
God. Blue Wolf has to steal now. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's see what happens here as the rest of SGI are going to kind of circle around. Hospitalized happy to try and take this fight. A lot of damage coming through the Tark ulti, and they're just going to dive onto Lucky. Lucky drops. Blue Wolf is in the pit. Anything could happen here in the pit. And he gets it! Blue Wolf steals the Baron!
He gets out! All the followed up from Agateo to finish it off. Agateo crested 3 items off the back of that push, and the bot side comes to the Baron. They dive in with the Taric Malphite ultimate onto Lucky, and they will find 2 for none, and the Baron is stolen by SGI to make sure that they can't have that happen. Soul Point is on the map. We have 2 hospitalized on the top side. The other 3 wanting to fight out this Baron. Tark ult, every ultimate is down for Team Hospitalized right now. There is a Rel ult and an Aatrox ult as they engage into the dragon.
Absolutely, and Abraxo is going to stun V, but V is diving with all this lifesteal. Agateo just pumping damage into it, and V is going to drop. Lucky shows up like a torpedo from the side as Abraxo goes down, so that's 1 of each already. Agateo is going to proc the damage, but Joe picks up the kill. It's a double kill. It ends up being a triple kill for
to take the dragon himself.
What is that? 4 for 3?
Gold shutdown to the pocket.
4 for 2
of Joe when Varus died. Blue Wolf challenging TJ. Whittle Guy looking to shove mid. Dropped the dragon. Whittle Guy, I must emphasize, this is your dragon's soul. Mountain dragon with a Malphite Poppy. You must take it. Blue Wolf going to be trying to find another smite, but there
He's
is a
already
pink ward
gotten
in the
one
pit.
steal. Can he get a second?
There is a pink ward in the pit, and
This is
his
a
flash and
teleport from
ultimate is on
V.
cooldown.
Lucky has no teleport, but V is absolutely going to teleport in, and they need to find the damage onto the Crimson Yoni. This brand has so much damage, and Blue Wolf is going to simply burn at this point in the game. V not as far ahead as they would want, and so the Hospitalize is able to turn a lot of damage around. The flash forward, and TJ is going to pick up that kill. 5 and 2 on this hybrid build, Malphite. And Hospitalized take the Dragon Soul.
Tank Malphite with extra ultis, and they will brawl this fight lasting, I don't know, 2 minutes. I'm not sure. We definitely don't have time for a replay. We have the rest of the game to get to, but a Mountain Dragon Soul going over to Team Hospitalized. Lucky managing to pick up their blue buff. It's Braxo peeks in. Agatio alone in the mid lane. Let's take inventory on the towers. There's 1 tower taken right now for SGI, and 5 towers taken off the map for Hospitalized.
The gold
lead
is
still not that big.
It's definitely ballooned over the past couple of minutes, though, with that Baron throw into. Well, honestly, they got the steal, but with just the having 2 players like dead off the map when they should have had Baron. They went from like a 2k behind to 4k behind. This is still very achievable, though, for a team with an Aurelion Soul and a Viego. They're not going to hate. Nice buffer there
finding a
with
good
the realm.
stun.
No, really nice buffer.
Oh my gosh,
Blue Wolf
Whittle
finding Blue Wolf is in a lot of trouble. Has to ult out, and on 1 HP, this will be the chase down. They absolutely will get this kill. Hospitalized now with a 4v5.
Dead Man's played on Poppy. Really hard to get away from that. 1,000 gold going over to Joe in the last fight. That's going to help them keep their advantage, or keep from letting the advantage get too far out of hand. 600 gold on the top side. We have, what is this? Almost 2,500 gold lead in the jungle for Whittle Guy. He's looking very strong on the Poppy. And in the mid lane, we still have a 37 CS lead for Lucky, but only finding themselves roughly 500 gold ahead. Or sorry, roughly 700 gold. And in the bot lane, roughly 1,400 gold advantage for Gatio. And on the back of this many kills, these shutdowns are really hurting them.
Yep. It looks like Hospitalized sieging top. They're going to get tier 2 topside. And then now they've got a 4-1 strategy with Brand in the side lane. He has to flash out, though, as the engage from Viego comes through. So good timing. You always want flash early if you're going to have to flash, and Yoni gets out of.
That was a flash forward from Joe looking for the parcel.
Yeah, you're right. I see it on the
So a
cooldown.
great evade from Yoni to cover themselves there, denying the engage from SGI, hoping to alleviate some of this pressure. There's no Baron buff available, but Hospitalized definitely has the pressure to get in here.
For the pin here. A big stun, and then the falling skies from Aurelion Soul, but already so low as SGI's HP bars begin to melt. Joe on the side is going to get chunked down by Agateo, and Agateo having the team fight and game of his life as he continues to shred. They end up walking away with just 2 kills, but Hospital is very happy to successfully have that dive, and this should be mid lane inhibitor, right?
Yeah, 2 for none. TJ taking it back, but has teleport available. Little Guy forced to flash away, and this mid tower will drop on the back of Agatio's damage.
TJ does have teleport, so he could just teleport back in, but they might settle for no inhib. I don't know. Lucky getting chunked down a bit here from the Poppy damage. Blue Wolf lands a stun, and they do teleport
does come through.
Hospitalized is looking for an end angle here, and they decide to call it off. Yeah.
Yeah, realizing that the Baron's spawning in 40 seconds.
I guess they felt like
off.
they couldn't push in and take the game, or I don't know. They couldn't take the inhib without the teleport. I don't know. Seems.
I think it might have been a little bit of indecision, and wanting to make sure that you don't teleport too late can be a bit nerve-wracking. SGI gonna want to push out these lanes and need to be. I'm watching out for Maya to set up some vision in their jungle, moving towards Baron as it spawns. Mountain Soul on a Malphite Poppy is really hard to get through.
Let's take a look at what SGI can see right now. They're definitely in a tricky situation, as Lucky is borderline face checking here. Maya is here. He is going to see Abraxos, so the ward goes down. But
yeah, V in the bot side with teleport available. Need to see Lucky also helping to push out those lanes with their teleport. But SGI in a dangerous position trying to push into this Baron. Hospitalized have complete vision control.
TJ is hunting here. He has the Malphite ulti up. Maya's positioning in a way that says, yeah, ult me, I dare you. And they're just going to
His
turn to the
damage
Baron. So
begins
they
to go
start the
down on the
Baron. This
Baron.
is not on vision because it is pink warded out. And Blue Wolf is here. He's already stolen it once. Can he steal it again? Whittle guy sweeping to find it. A little Brandstone lands over the wall. Lucky's in a ton of trouble, and he burns before it even gets close. It looks like Hospitalized are going to finish it on the back, and Agatau will pick it up. Joe and V electing not to come to the fight as Blue Wolf is now going to get ulted on by Agatau. That's a double kill already. Maya going to get burned down. That's technically the double kill, but that's 3 kills over to Hospitalized as they run down SGI, and Hospitalized, one of our newer teams, looking to close out game 1.
Yeah, TJ almost walking to the top side, but realizing it's 5 versus 2. It is up to Joe and V to defend this game, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Hospitalized with a large gold lead, pushing in. They have Dragon Soul, they have Baron. I think this is going to be a Hospitalized win for game 1.
Absolutely. And as they look to engage here, V and Joe are not much that they can do. They use the Taric ulti while they burn the towers down. The redemption comes through. Whittle is going to drop, but they're on to the Nexus. Agateo is just soloing Joe on the side. He is finally... No, he's dominating. Blue Wolf, nothing he can do about it. The rest of Hospitalized do drop there, but Agateo, 18 kills. He stood out. And Jason,
repeating his performance from the game 2 last time, I don't think we're going to see Kaisa go through again.
Jason, I just want to say, I want to cross my fingers because I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I don't think we had any black boxes, like frames.